Hey guys, it's Black Projects 51 update. Um, as I told you, I'd pull some kits just just for fun and share them with you. This is my best version of the Buck Rogers Starfighter. It's 3D printed. It's not the conventional kit build like you see in the original kit. Not at all. It's got actually quite a nice display stand. I got this from the same guy that I got the Stargate from, and um, oh, the Gunstar one, and the big uh, Battlestar Galactica Viper. He's the same guy I got all this from. It looks like he cranked up his resolution because this kit doesn't have this. The stand does, but the actual kit itself doesn't have all the striations and stuff in it, and it's got a lot of really nice detail. Um, and he made it hollow so you could actually light it. So I'm going to start out here with just the main fuselage, front and back halves, and show you that stuff just the best I can with this laptop camera. But here's the back half of the fuselage. You can see it's got a lot of hollow openings, even in the bottom, and where all the wings and everything attach. So there's a means to light um, this starfighter if you want to. And here's the front cockpit, the front glare shield, as you can see. And you can see it is significantly different from the basic kit form. There are some little minor imperfections and striations in these fuselage halves, but some of the smaller parts, like the winglets, not so much. Which, a light sanding will help to mitigate some of that stuff. But, it is what it is. And I'm not going to get wrapped up around the axles about it. And you got a landing gear piece. I just don't feel the need to take it out of the box. You get a good idea of what it's all like. And then your two front laser cannon extensions. And they're nicely done. I will pull out the it does have a little joystick, which is still intact, which I'm surprised the way this guy packed these things. And then the engines are hollow, going all the way back to the flame holders of the thrust vectoring portion of the engine, the tailpipe, if you will. So that's a nice option. Both of them are the same way. And then it's got a bunch of these little um, pegs that you put in key little cutouts to hold the model together. For example, those. So that's to help join it and keep it aligned, which is nice. Good thinking on the part of the person that designed this kit. Um, it's got a hinged canopy. Unfortunately, it's got the typical crappy clear pieces that come from filament printers. I'm just going to use sheet styrene, clear sheet styrene. But it's got some nice seats. It's got a front and back seat. I think it's designed to where you can make it a two-seater or a one-seater. Because there's definitely two forward canopy pieces, two of these, which are quite nice, nicely done. And somebody's leaving. It's probably my daughter. Yeah, so it's got like this. This is the hinged portion of the front canopy. Here's the intermediary piece for the that goes between the front and aft canopies. Let me see here. Oh, here's the front instrument panel, which you can see is actually pretty detailed. And I think I could actually drill through the back here because I'm pretty sure this is hollow. I might take a small drill bit at an angle and try to drill down into here and see if that's the case, but I'll make it extra small drill bit so I don't. So I mitigate the risk of damage. But here's what I was telling you about. It's got a there's your front and back canopies, if you will. And this goes in between them, which I think it goes the other way around. And I'm going to show you how this all fits together pretty nicely without any cleanup or trim. So, yeah, so that's the hinge point. But you know, that big hinge point on top externally, I'll have to look at some production model pictures and see if that's accurate, because if it's not, I may do away with the hinges and just glue them in place, or I don't know. We'll see. I could just leave it and go with it anyways, because it's not that big of a deal. But the seats are pretty good. There's two of them, like I said. One appears to be in a little bit better condition than the other, I guess. And they're different sizes too. And the backs are different. This one's just solid. It's got a little cutout on the bottom. This one's got a little tiny cutout in the bottom, and the whole back is open. So this may be the front seat, and this smaller one's probably the back seat, I'm guessing. So, but maybe not. I don't know. This is the back seat. Yeah. So, anyways, guys, this is, like I said, this is a 3D printed thing, kit. It's done pretty well. And one detail I didn't really point out too much is these grills in those intakes, I guess they are ram air intakes or scoops or whatever. These right here, nicely done. So, yeah, good, really nice kit. And I am committed to trying to start back into the kit building process here in the very near future. So, when time permits, because I do, like I said, I do have a lot of home repair and upgrades that I'm doing right now, and I want to stay on top of those for my wife. Do that stuff for her first, then I'll do this stuff. But yeah, and again, the cockpit, that's the top of the instrument panel, and then it's open so that, and I've got a figure in one of these other Buck Roger kits. However, I think, let me, let me pull this open. Yeah, here he is too. So I think I'm going to keep this one, and what I don't have for it, but there's decals in this one, but I'm not going to rob the decals from this. I'll order a new sheet. So I just added this pilot figure. How well he's going to seat in these. Well, let me find out. Like I said, I think the bigger seat goes forward. Not really sure. Let me see if I can sort that out, because, yeah, it does. And then, yeah, it's not a perfect um, fit, if you will. And this figure is extremely, well, it's going to take a lot of cleanup. The figure is so, but you know, until my 3D printing skills get up to speed, I'm not going to worry about it too much. I will go with what I've got, and um, can always change things down the road. Yeah, the striations in this kit are there, but not as bad as some of the other kits. So it's something I can work with. Let me see here. I'm just trying to put things back. But yeah, I think it's going to be a challenging kit as far as finish work and stuff. But like I said, I did buy it from the same guy on eBay that I bought the what was it, 1/650th scale or whatever. I can't remember. 1/6 scale. I can't. No, it's not 1/6 scale. That would be freaking huge. So I think it's 1/650th or something like that. Uh, Gunstar One and the Battlestar Galactica Viper. So yeah, so that's that 3D printed kit. Um, it could have been done better, I think, if he would have just used resin instead of filament. But you know, I can make this thing work. Hopefully, in the near future. Yeah, I am still uh, looking at the X-wing and the saucer, the flying saucer projects. There's things I can do, especially on the X-wing. So, and I will. I'm gonna make that my next move back into the building. But like I said, I'm still dealing with knee pain today. Knock on wood. My pain is marginal. Yesterday it was pretty bad, but today I've tried to stay off my feet as much as possible. That seems to be the saving grace, is get off my feet as much as possible, because it's never going to heal if I don't give it some downtime during the day. So that's where I'm at, guys. I will keep you posted, like I said, um, through the channel. And I'm doing my best in the interim, since I'm still not in the mindset to be doing model building and doing it to the best of my abilities. So I'm going to let you go on that note, and wish you well. Peace.